Hello there, Ray here. We are on ProtoTech because we got quite a few different things we want to acquire. And right off the bat, I gotta say that we have upgraded to version 1.12. This gives us a lot of new content in game, as well as we get access to the Book of Knowledge, which is right here, and this fast crafting, which is really nice as well. I really hate crafting just in general, but it also gives us the advancements, which is quite a few of them. We won't go over all of them today, but right off the bat, we need to acquire a Totem of Undying, and that's why I have arrived here. We're pretty far away from spawn. If you can see, about 14,000, about 10,000. Wow. So we're here at the second farthest mansion. The first farthest one we're saving for different projects, but this one here we can use for whatever we want to, if we're the first one here or not. I believe we are because I put down another portal in the nether and it plopped it right on top of this mansion here, knocking out some of these stair blocks. But we need that Totem of Undying because we need to acquire some items that are only acquirable in this version, and a Totem of Dying is one of the things that we haven't got yet. So, okay, so here's the entrance down here. I just need to get in and kill one of the guys to get his Totem of Undying. And yeah, I think I know exactly where it's at. Ooh, got attacked already. But I think it's right through here. Oh, I can hear you guys in there. Hey, hey, I see you. Yes. So I just killed that guy, but there's still a bunch of these annoying mobs in here. And where else is in here? There's some of the guys running around. And my totem is somewhere around here. There it is, I picked it up. Got a skeleton trying to attack me. Get out of here. Still got my extra hearts. Where are those guys? I can hear them in here. Anyways, got some emeralds here, which is nice. I won't go too much into this. Yeah, those guys there, I'll just leave them. I just mostly came for the Totem of Undying, which is great because now I got one. And now I can head off. We'll come back and check out this place later. Don't really want to get too far into it. Get back to my portal. Yeah, I got some cows. Generator on top of the mansion. It's pretty cool. Now that I got the totem, I will head back over to spawn because we have to finish our goal for today. As you can see, I just plopped a nether portal down underneath of the bedrock, and I got underneath the bedrock just by breaking the top layer with a dragon egg. And I just used Smokey's lazy processing chunk detector thing and dropped an egg here. Went through a one deep bedrock and got down there. Really simple. Now I will just fly back to spawn. Now that I'm on top of the bedrock ceiling, it's pretty simple with just some elytras. I think I have to head, let's see, that's north. So we'd have to head northeast. So I gotta head up this way. Okay, I'll see you guys when I get back. So I'm back here at our nether hub, and I've taken all my items and placed them into this chest here. What we are going after today is another type of discontinued item, and this is for version 1.12.0. In this version, there is a bug which allows you to be able to duplicate items and also get these duplicated items to go over stacks, or they go past their stack limits. So something like a cake won't normally stack past 1, but with this glitch, we're able to stack it over 1. We can even get up to 64 and even beyond that if we try hard enough. So the way it works is if we just get some items such as slime blocks. So I just converted some of the slime blocks into the slime balls, and the way that this glitch works is that you can either use your little crafting grid in here or your big crafting grid. I like using the bigger one since I can use them on slime balls. So when you drop the item down below, then you click on this. The game will pull items from your inventory and place them up here. So every time I click this, you can see it's taking some of these items and it's placing them in here. And then when the item tries to come back into your inventory, it will try to grab this item and place it in here. Now, it won't be able to place it in here, obviously, so then it will return it, but sometimes it will return it with some more of the slime blocks that were in here, and eventually you will get back the cakes, and in return, you will also get some of the slime blocks, but they'll be converted over into cakes. So yeah, it sounds really strange, but that's pretty much about how it works. Let's give it a try. We'll drop the cake, and then when the cake tries to come back in inventory, we'll spam click this, and you can see we got more than 60 or more than 1 cake back, which is pretty crazy. Now if I shift click this, you can see I actually got quite a few cakes. So the stack that we appeared up over here was actually a stack way beyond 64. It was probably around 200 and something. and numbers that high don't show up for some reason down here. But if you shift click them, then it throws all the extras over here. So on ProtoTech, we don't item duplicate, mostly to avoid people from just getting lazy. Instead of building farms, they would just duplicate items. But we are more interested in collecting rare types of items. So these overstacked items are very desired for our continued collection of rare items. So what we will be doing is we will be taking one of the overstacked items up to 64 because that is high as you can put into a chest. Anything over 64 will just get put into multiple slots as you've seen here. And then we'll just take the rest, and this will be the trash side. So any extras, we'll just destroy them because we're not interested in duplicate items. We really just want to show this as kind of like a trophy. So we will go and try to collect all the different types of items which can get over that normally don't stack this high, and we'll put them in a chest. And it looks like Lynn has did a fabulous job already. He has went ahead and did quite a few of the items. Wow, it looks like the majority of the items have been done already. That's awesome. Less work for me to do. And I'll just go through and double check him. See if he's also done the armor pieces, which is really cool as well. Yeah, so I'm just going to double check the ones he's done and make sure we didn't miss any. And I don't know about enchanted or non-enchanted. I'll probably go just for non-enchanted. And then I got some more stuff that I want to do with this cool glitch. So I just got over 64 stack of signs, and I'll show you what it looks like when you place those into the chest here. If you shift click them, they'll split. And if you try to place them in by hand, they'll also split. So I'll just place them into hand so you can see what happens. I click down, and only 64 of them go into the slot, and those are all the extra there. So I'll just throw those in the trash side, and I'll keep working. So I finished collecting all the different types of items that normally can't stack up to 64 and put them in these shulker boxes here so we can just take a look at them. Here's all the boat types, all the minecart types here, your elytras, your other movable stuff like the carrot stick, armor, your quills. Here's all your buckets. Here's your throwable items. They're normally only 16. And this one's kind of a bunch of random stuff. I went through the creative menu and just picked out each one and put it organized. So you got a lot of different stuff here. Didn't go through all the different types of bed. One bed's enough. Got one banner, some food. Does it normally stack? And then I got a couple different potion types just for fun. Got one music disc. I think that's good enough. And I also collected a couple extra rare items. So this is like the double punch bow, a bow that has 2 enchantments of punch on it. And I got that up to 64. And this is one of the 1.10 items, which is the minecart. When you break a minecart TNT, it would change its name. So I've also put a couple of those. So those be kind of like an extra super rare. Here we got all the armor, the gold, the diamond, the iron, and then the tools that go with them. And here we got the other tools, as well as some other random tools, like your flint and steel, your rods, shears, and bows. Here's your enchanted table, or your enchanted books, up to 64. A whole stack of totems. That's where we had to go get the totem. And they also got some shields. This is a decorated shield. I think that's it. I also have the stack of shulker boxes, which we cannot stick inside shulker boxes, but with them and being inside the shulker boxes, I can easily transport them around, put them in a museum if I want to. So I decided to go ahead and finish off duping all the different types of music disc. And there's a way to automatically get it to drop, or for it to dupe exactly 65 each time. And instead of clicking on this one and try and make slime balls into slime blocks, just click on this one. So yeah, let me show you how to do this. I just drop this and click on this, and it makes exactly 65. It's kind of expensive because it uses up a whole stack of slime blocks compared to just using up some slime balls. But yeah, it's a nice easy way for it to get exactly 65. Otherwise, you would drop it, then you click on, well, let's wait. Let me first make this into, click that, get these in slime balls. Otherwise, you normally do this, drop that, and then you would click on this. Then you see that stack there. It says 35, but if we shift click it, you'll see that it actually makes several stacks because that stack of 35 is actually quite a few stacks, but it doesn't all show up because the numbers go too high apparently. But yeah, so I only need one of those stacks, so quite a few of those would be trash. Running out of trash bins to put all this stuff in. So that goes in there. And I'll put some more of these discs in here. Finish off the collection. Oh, you can see, yeah, extras got put in there as well. So I went ahead and finished getting all the stacks of disk up to 64. There's 12 discs there. You can also see those different rares that we got in there. I filled in a couple more spaces, like there was a couple spaces in this shulker box. So I just put in this really OP book as well as this infinity book. with the mending on it, which is discontinued. And I also came along and filled in this slot here with Affinity and Mending Bow up to 64, as well as our 1.8 Silk Touch shears, which you can no longer acquire as well. And I think that's about it. What's in this one? Yeah, that one I filled up. Pretty much we got 4 shulker boxes completely full, plus we have the shulker boxes in here. But now what I want to do is go over to my alternate account, the one that has 21,863 levels on them. Pretty insane account, but yeah, we got those levels with our Dragon XP farm, and I would like to put some OP armor on him. So I hopped over to my alternate account, which is this account with the 21,863 levels and some extra XPs down below. Another cool thing about this account is that it also has 64 Wither Skulls in its head slot, which you can no longer do. And what I'm thinking about doing is going ahead and trying to get these armor here to get to the highest stack as possible. So you can go over 128, but then the item will either go invisible or else the number will start back over again. And those types of armor will not be kept after you relog. If you relog, then it'll just keep the initial number that you see. So I will need to try to get as close as possible to 127 on each of these stacks without going over. So that might be kind of difficult. Also want to try to get maybe the Totem of Undying over here so that he won't pretty much be able to be killed by anything. This is going to be like a super beefy account, and which is a good reason too, because he has 21,000 levels on him. So I don't think there's any real easy way to get it to 127. Maybe just trial and error, but I'm just going to be dropping it and then trying to click on this here. See, that got me to 75. I guess I could just keep trying. Hopefully I get to, whoa, that was really close. Oh, I think I'm going to keep that one. Let me get rid of this ants here, and then you got to hover your mouse on top of it, then right click. That's how you get them over here into your item slot. That's awesome. Now I only have a couple more to go. Let's see. Hopefully it goes pretty well. Okay, a couple more trial and error, and I got pretty close to the same amount as the legs. So I'm just going to take those elytras off and then right click on this stack, and then I'll place 125 stacks of this armor. And by the way, this armor has thorns on it too. So it's pretty much your maxed out armor with thorns on it. Now let me try to get the shield as well as the boots done. I just finished getting all the different gear onto this guy. So you see I got 125 chest, 125 leggings. I actually got 127 for the boots. Here, Totem of Undying. I got 120 of those, pretty crazy. And I also got 120 shields, which have the Unbreaking as well as Mending. Like I said, these have max out gear, except for they also have thorns on them. Of course, I don't want to take off my skull because you can only do that in 1.10, so I won't be able to put those back on if I do take them off. Like I said, this is a pretty tanky looking account, you know, running around with this. One thing I think will kill this account is if I fall in the void. I think anything else, I'll probably survive. And yeah, it's pretty crazy to have all this stuff on here, and I actually do need all this extra gear to keep this guy alive because I don't want to lose those 21,000 levels. That was a lot of work to get those. I had AFK 20 days, 24 hours a day just to get those levels. So yeah, the next thing I want to do is, you think this is pretty crazy having all this tanky gear onto one of my alt accounts? Well, I want to put all this type of gear onto a zombie and put it into a fighting arena. Yeah, that's gonna be pretty crazy. All this Totem Undying, thorns, maybe give him a good, well, I guess he can't have a sword and Totem Undying, but yeah, we'll try it out. So over here is our zombie spawner, and we just dropped down a couple zombies and we sorted out ones that would pick up iron boots. This means they also could pick up items. So what we have in our inventories is a ton and ton of totems of undying. And a cool little trick you can do is you can stack all these totems on top of each other. You can go several thousand items per one stack. Then we can drop them off the side of our screen and the zombie will pick them up, and essentially he will have all those totems in his hand, and if you kill the zombie later on, he will drop them all too. So pretty much what I just need to do is just grab a stack and start stacking them on top of each other. Like this one goes on top of that one, on top of that one, and that one. And the idea is just to make a single click so they stack, otherwise they will vanish. So we're at 500, 600, 700, there's 800, there's 900, 1,000 items in one stack. We're gonna go over 1,000. Oh my goodness. 1,300. 1,500. Now, if I drop these off to the side, they'll fall down into the zombie pin, and the zombie will pick them up. That zombie there has 1,500 totems in his hand, and he will actually keep those. Even if you relog or we update, he will still have those in his hand. Now that he has those in his hand, we can remove this zombie, and we don't have to worry about the drops such as rotten flesh being dropped on the ground and accidentally picked up by the other zombie. Rusty, you want to go ahead and kill off the um, zombie without armor guy here. You'll probably see which one it is. Yeah, you might want to use your axe. Sweet. Okay, now Rusty went ahead and he brought over all of our extra gear for the zombie. So we want to get him all this diamond gear. We're going to use the same type of trick to give him large amounts of it. And hopefully because he's wearing leather armor, he should pick up this armor. So if I stack all these on top of each other, I don't know how high you could probably go with this. I'm guessing if you had individual stacks of 127 and then you had, how many inventory spots is there? 9 times 4. So yeah, you could probably have several thousand if you did it correctly. So I'm going to drop these over the edge and pick them up. I think he did pick them up, but it's so many, yeah, it's kind of glitched out. I think there's so many pieces, it looks a little strange. The game might not be able to comprehend it. Come over here. Perfect. So let's see how many hats we can get on top of him. 440 hats. Yep, I picked them up. That looks crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like invisible. Yeah, that's crazy. So let's check out his leggings and boots. All these boots. They're all like maxed out boots too. Come here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 stacks. Ouch. Pick them up yet? Yep. Did those diamond boots, they showed up for me. Did they show up for you? Can you see diamond boots?
Yeah, I can see them.
Okay. Leggings come up to 127. Nice.
Nice. So just this top half. That's funny.
Yeah, that is very strange.
Maybe more than 1,000 glitches.
Ow! Of course, all the pieces have thorns on them, so.
That's quick.
So yeah, let's take him over to the sunlight and see if he burns or not. Do you have a helmet or do you not have a helmet? That is the question.
Looks like he does.
Sweet, so now we got him a little temporary house. Maybe we'll make a fighting arena. If somebody thinks they can really kill him, which, yeah, you pretty much can't unless you use up all his totems. And he also has thorns, so he's gonna hurt you either way. That is one insane zombie. We're definitely gonna have, yeah, we're definitely gonna have to make a fighting arena for this guy. Maybe he'll be like the main boss, and then we'll have other minions. A lot of cool stuff we can do with him. So now that we're done finishing the stacks, as well as my other account, as well as that zombie, we can go ahead and destroy all these extra items because we don't need them. And we also only enjoy farming for our items, so that's why we don't allow general item duping. That should be good. So if I just break that, I just put down some lava. Pretty easy. I don't think you can easily get lava to destroy items that are sitting on top of slabs, so yeah. Break that one there. Break that one. That one. That one. That one as well. That one. Nice. And crafting tables can burn. Just get rid of these items. Oh, I guess I didn't need to get rid of that one, but whatever. And I got some more items over here. All that one. We end up losing some items because you duped them, and then the original item got destroyed. So not a big deal. This item way up here. Sweet. Now let me grab that lava, and we can do the same to that pile over there. Okay, I'm over at the other side of the chest, and I'll just start removing these guys. I don't think there's anything in here besides the extra items. Yeah, about it. More there. Throw all these extras in there. Covered up Smokey's extra chest over here. And that item for some reason shows up white, but that is actually a no textured cactus. Very strange. And I think we got everything. Ooh, nice. So yeah, I think that's gonna be it for today. So thanks for joining me as I have fun in survival. Bye bye.